Hey everybody, it's me, Normal Corey. I'm right here on the Fremont Blue Bridge. I don't know the exact name, but it's a bridge that I take every day and I love this bridge. So I thought I'd make a video for you today that I've seen a lot of people make videos on, but I thought I'd put my own unique flavor on it. And that's how you sample from your iPhone into the MPC Live 2. You're gonna need to get a dongle like this. So whether you have an older iPhone or you have a newer iPhone, this one's the USB-C for my nice iPhone. And you're gonna need to plug this in, and you're gonna need a nice auxiliary cable to plug into the back of your MPC Live 2. So if you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe. And if you wanna do a little consultation with me about making beats outside, feel free to click the link below to take a class. So what I wanted to say about this too, one thing that I've seen that other people haven't talked about, but particularly when I got my new iPhone, I struggled that whenever I had Siri turned on, that it would constantly be doing something weird. Like Siri would be like, hey, what's up? What do you need me to do? But I'm like, hey, I'm trying to sample this Mozart right here. So you're gonna wanna turn Siri off. That's something that I didn't hear in any of these other videos about this. So the other thing that I was gonna say is that I'm a little concerned about sampling, so I picked something public domain, which is Mozart. So if you like classical music, most of it's public domain, and I'm here on YouTube, and I just don't want to get hit with copyright infringement. So the thing is that I realized that I don't have enough cables. This cable that I have running here, going into my nice iPhone, it actually is what I would need to sample in. And also the dongle that I brought, I don't have my lightning one, so what I'm gonna do is really quick, I'm gonna unplug everything and we're gonna do everything just from the audio from the iPhone to show you, it's the most important part, how to get things in. We got our iPhone here. We have this connector. We need USB-C to the auxiliary that's going into the ends on the MPC. So we're gonna go in here. What we're gonna do is, we got Mozart pulled up. It's already at 0. We press shift, then mix. I know the screen's a little hard to see, it's bright. We press shift and mix, then we go in, we turn the threshold all the way down, we have the N on. So when we arm and when we press play, it's gonna record the sample. Let's go ahead and do it. It's gonna be a bust, it's gonna be loud, it's okay. We'll get the mic back soon. It's a great time to talk about the beauty of the speaker that's in the MPC Live 2. A situation like this works great for. Okay, that's enough. Let's get back. All right, so we got this Mozart in. So we keep the sample, and let's go in here and let's just listen to it. Okay, so I know what's happening there, and I don't need that much. I don't want this video to be too long, but what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna process this. So let's go in and let's pick the part that we like. I really like strings. I think they sound really pretty. And what I also really like about the MPC Live 2, it's telling me that the BPM is 78.71. Now use your ears, don't always trust what they say. If we go here, it's saying that it's an A major, which is strange because this piece by Mozart it says that it's in D minor. So we're gonna have to play around with that and use our ears. There are these tools on the MPC. All right, the drawbridge is about to go up. That's exciting for the video. So that's something that you're gonna wanna look into and you're gonna wanna try to figure out. Okay, so I think that first part is loopable. So I don't always have the best ear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and I'm trying to loop it before I do more fancy stuff, just to make sure that I'm getting everything right. So it's saying the BPM is 78.71. So let's go in here and let's say 78.71. Just to get exact, go back into the sample edit. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna look at it. I know it's a little hard to see, but we can actually see it even with slide day. So, I don't know if this is in 4/4 or what, but I need to get something in rhythm before I start chopping it up and mess with it. You don't technically have to do that, but that's just something I like to do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna assign this to drum 1, sample 1. So now on my drum pad, it's playing this Mozart sample. So I'm gonna double the length. We're gonna press overdub. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so that's not exactly in loop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go in, I'm gonna half the length to try to understand it better. So you know that it's a little bit off. So let's go in here. Let's speed it up by 2. So let's speed it up a little bit more. So I know that that's where it feels like the 1 is at. So let's go up even more because it doesn't seem to be improving it. Okay, let's go down a little bit. Let's go down a little bit more. Let's go to 90. Let's go back up. Let's go to, oh, it's got the 71 on there. So let's say do it. Okay, so that actually sounds good to me at 91. But we don't have to keep it like that. We could build a beat just like that, just playing that back. Let's actually double the length. Let's go in the arrangement, delete the second one so it plays all the way through. Let's see how it sounds if we're going all the way through the whole entire sample. Okay, that actually sounds really good to me, and that might be a good basis of a song if you just want to take it like that. But we really want to take this sample to the next level. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here, and let's just press, let's just go ahead and delete the track. So let's go back up to the sample edit. We're going to say process, and we're going to go in and we're going to say discard. So we want to discard all this that isn't in this little loop right here, just because we're not doing that much. So okay, so that's how it's playing back. But yeah, we wanted to take it to a whole other level. So let's go to press on the trim and let's zoom out. And then let's go to, we got thresholds here, which would chop it up based on the thresholds, but this might work better for drums, but because this is a pad, I don't think the threshold is actually the best. Threshold is really great. If it peaks really high, it's gonna chop everything up. I'm not even gonna mess with that. Let's go to regions. So now we have 16 regions. So these 16 pads right here are gonna play all of the regions of this. So let's see how that sounds. Okay, so what I would do is I would go in and I would just make sure that everything sounds good and it adds in space. So let's do that really quick while the drawbridge goes down. So we're gonna zoom in here so we understand this. So I'm just gonna look at the waves. So everything is everything's actually looking pretty. Everything's actually looking pretty good to me. So I just basically want everything to be adding up and everything to be in alignment. So once we've done that, we're going to press shift and say convert. And it's, as opposed to just assigning the slice to the pad, we want to assign the slice to a new drum track using all the slices. Because right now we're just in the sample edit mode and we got to take this to the actual sampler. So let's say do it. Let's go in here. Now we're on track 1. Okay, so that sounds good. I'm just having a lot of fun playing around right now. But let's go ahead and let's find a drum program. So I'm gonna say, let's say drum. And let's pick some drums. I like going in and seeing the files of the drums that I've used recently, because a lot of times there's drums that I think are really cool in here. So yeah, we got all these vintage drums, the 707, the 808, all this kind of stuff. Got all these instances of me using the drums, and it's just loading everything up. That's taking a second here. So let's go back and let's pick a drum that we like. I think there's a 808. I think the 808 will sound good. Okay, there's the 808. So let's pick an 808. Let's lay down a little drum track and then play these on top, and we'll see what we're doing. So, I need to press undo because when I did that, I did it on top. Let's do a new track. I don't want to do it on top of the ones I just did, but it's pretty easy. It loads back. I do that a lot. You don't want to do that. Learn from my mistakes. That's one cool thing about these long form videos. It shows you, I'm just here doing it live. Okay, so let's turn the metronome on. Let's turn the count in off. Okay, let's turn the record arm on. Okay, so I like this groove. It's making me happy. I'm here by this bridge. I love this bridge. There's some nice boats coming by here. So let's go back to our sample. First of all, let's add a little bit of groove in there. Say on, and let's turn it on. Okay, so we're gonna turn the note repeat off, and let's go back to our sample. Let's just play around before we record. Okay, so I could do that for hours. That's so much fun to me. But really quick, let's go in and let's do something cool. Let's go in and let's go to the effects on this track and let's do dynamics and let's say Mother Ducker. So in the Mother Ducker, what I need to do is I need to go back to my 808. If you click on this button, it basically gives you all of the different drum pads and you can put effects on each pad. So we need to go to the effects and we need to go to the effect of the kick. And let's do that Mother Ducker inputs to have some side chain compression if you watch these videos of mine, you realize, hey, Corey, he always likes using sidechain compression on his music. It just gives everything that bump that I love. So let's go in, let's go back here and let's see how this sounds now. So let's press record arm. Let's go ahead and record this in. I gotta wrap this video up as soon as I can. I'm gonna try to do one thing on top of this, but we're already hitting about 20 minutes. I gotta go eat some dinner. I stopped doing the count in. Let's do the count in again. But we're gonna just loop around. So if we go here and we go into the sample edit, let's go out of the chop. It's telling me that the key is in A major. Now, Mozart said that this was in D minor. So I don't know what's right, but as with the tempo, I would say trust your gut. Loop things in a way that feels good to you. If you feel like you're not good at music, that's okay. Just use these tools and trust and try to do what's right. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go back into the mother ducker, turn the gain off. This sounds cool. Let's go into project and let's say 92. I think it's in DM. I might have jumped the gun before I figured out what it is. I think it's gonna be DM, I don't know. It sounds kind of happy, but that's just my guess. So we're gonna say DM, we're gonna say Mo remix. But just always try to name your stuff, try to give the tempo and try to put the key in there and a name that's memorable for you so you can remember it later. So this is the last thing I'm gonna do to show you. I'm not gonna make a whole beat today. I just wanted to show you how to sample these things in. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and we're gonna go to a new track. We're gonna say plugin. I just wanted to show you how to figure out the key and play along with what you're doing. So I'm gonna say, let's go to Creative 808. But let's go in and let's go to, this also brings up a really major point of like, whenever you're using music, the synthesizers, the keys, always listen to everything together as you're building the mix. You can do things to lay out the song later, but I noticed that's how you can get things sounding the best together. So, I don't know if that's gonna be right, but. Okay, so that actually sounds really good to me, but just in case, this is saying that it's A major, so let's go in and let's see how A major sounds. And let's just trust our ears with this. That sounds terrible. The MPC technology, it got it wrong. This technology is great, sometimes it gets it wrong. I'm not like a professional when it comes to keys and stuff, but I can feel what's right and I can feel what's wrong. That feels wrong. Let's go back to D minor. Let's just record something in really quick. Let's go ahead and let's add the mother ducker sidechain to the bass. Yeah, they're good. Yeah. Okay, so that sounds really good to me, and I think that's a really basic beat. I didn't want this video to go too long. Had some technical difficulties, so we're gonna wrap it up here. Who knows, I might have to reshoot it. It's kind of the way it goes sometimes, but hopefully this video is good enough for y'all. I'm gonna push it out here. Like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. I'm setting up all these cameras, working with all these different things. I think this is a pretty cool example of taking your iPhone really quickly and making something really cool. Hope you all enjoyed this. Click the link below if you want to do a consultation with me about making beats on your MPC Live 2 outside. Appreciate it. Thank you all so much.